Okay, students, we discussed about the direct and indirect speech yesterday, and we had this discussion that direct speech is a report of the exact words used by a speaker or a writer. The words spoken are put within the inverted commas and should be exactly the same words that are spoken by the speaker. When we change the direct form into indirect speech, and we tell the words or we report the words to someone else, it is called indirect speech. Then we don't use inverted commas and we don't write the exact words as spoken or written by someone. Then we discussed that there are two parts of the sentence, whether it is direct or indirect speech. One is reporting verb and the second is reported speech. In the reporting verb, we have who said to whom, that means the speaker जो बात करने वाला है और जिसके साथ बात की जा रही है. Then in the reported speech we have the exact words spoken and they are put within the inverted commas. That means the speech is given in that part and the persons who are speaking and who is listening are given in the reporting verb. Then after this, we discuss what changes we are going to make while changing the sentence from direct to indirect speech. First thing, we'll remove the inverted commas. Second, we'll add the conjunction. Third, we'll make the change in the verbs in the reported speech. Fourth one, will change the persons. And the fifth one will change the adverbs used for nearness of time and place. Then we discuss the rule about the change of persons. And the rule in short, we discussed about SON, that means subject, object, and no change. Then if in the reported speech we have first person, second person, and third person, how these changes are to be made according to the subject object. We discussed that if there is first person in the reported speech, first person means it can be subject, it can be object, it can be possessive pronouns. That means I, we, or I, we as subject, me and us as objects, my or our as pronouns, possessive pronouns. Then the first person will change according to the subject in the reporting verb. If there is second person in the reported speech, it will change with the object in the reporting verb. If there is third person, then there will be no change. Let's see some examples. We have to look only at the change of persons here in these examples. Ram said to me, comma, I am going. What is reporting verb? Ram said to me. This is the reporting verb. I am going. This is reported speech. And this sentence is in the direct form. When we change this direct form into indirect form, we'll change Ram told me that he was going. He कहाँ से आया हमारे पास? देखिए change of persons कैसे हैं. I, in the reported speech, we have I as subject, which is first person, and it will change with the subject of the reporting verb. What is the subject in the reporting verb? That is Ram. Okay. So Ram is a third person singular. We will change I into he. I को हम किसमें change कर देंगे? He में, because it is third person singular. I first person था. It will change with the subject of the reporting verb Ram, and it will change into he. Coming to the second sentence, you said to Radha, I am studying. You said to Radha. Now here we have in the reported speech subject again I. It will change with the subject of the reporting verb. But when we look at the reporting verb, here the subject is you, which is second person. So this I will change into you now. Third sentence, they said to me, we are playing. we in the reported speech. Now the subject is we, which is again first person plural form. It will change with the subject of the reporting verb. And what is the subject in the reporting verb? They. So we'll take they at the place of we. I said to him, Ram is a fool. Now in the fourth sentence, the subject in the reported verb, in the reported speech, is Ram, that is third person, and there will be no change. So the same subject is used. I told him that Ram was a fool. Here. So while changing all these sentences, the persons, you have seen that we are changing the reporting verb also, we are changing the tense also, according to the rules that we'll discuss afterwards. Till here, if you have any doubt for the change of persons, you can raise your hands. Anyone having any doubt for the change of persons, you can raise your hand. I'll unmute if anyone is having any doubt for that. No? Should I go forward? It means no doubt to anyone. Okay, let's move forward. Coming to the next part, let's have the change of the verb. The second change, first we have done the change of the persons, now it is the change of the verb. Change in the verb may, what is the important thing that you have to see? First thing is, if reporting verb is in the past, the verbs of the reported speech will be changed into past. We discussed this rule in the sequence of tenses also. While discussing the tenses, sequence of tenses हमने क्या किया था? We call there the two parts of the sentence as clauses. कि अगर compound sentence है या complex sentence है हमारे पास, तो it will have more than one clause. And we discussed that if the first clause is coming in the past tense, the second clause will also be in the past tense. The same is the rule here, but here we call it as reporting verb and reported speech. So the first rule is, if the reporting verb is in the past, the verbs in the reported speech will be changed into past. मतलब अगर हमारे पास रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब में पास्ट है तो हमने रिपोर्टेड स्पीच के टेंस को भी पास्ट में ही चेंज करना है. सी द एग्जांपल, he said the doctor is in. He said that the doctor was in. is को चेंज करके हमने क्या कर दिया? was. That means present tense changes into past tense. Then there are some exceptions of this rule. Because एक तरफ तो हमें रूल दिया जा रहा है कि if the reporting verb is in past, the verb of the reported speech will be changed into past. But there are some exceptions also of the rule. First is, if the reported speech shows universal truth, reported speech में अगर universal truth है, if the reported speech shows habitual fact, कोई habit उसमें बताई गई है, and you can add here with the universal truth, you can add some historical fact also, some scientific truth also. कोई scientific fact है या कोई historical truth है या fact है, then also there is no change of the tense. If the reporting verb is in the present or the future tense, this is the third exception, or you can call it another rule, rule number 2 भी कह सकते हो इसको, और exception number 3 भी कह सकते हो. If the reporting verb is in present or future tense. पहले हमने क्या कहा था? If reporting verb is in past. अब हम क्या कह रहे हैं? If the reporting verb is in present or future tense. कि अगर reporting verb present या future में होगा तो we will not change the tense of the reported speech. See the example. The nurse said to the patient, health is wealth. The nurse told the patient that health is wealth. Please note down one more change while doing the direct into indirect form. When we are given said to in the reporting verb, this will change into told. We'll remove to and said will be changed into told if we are given the object. See, in the sentence, the patient object is given to us. So we'll change said into told. But if we are not given any object in the reporting verb, then will not change this verb into told. जैसे ऊपर वाले sentence में देखिए, he said the doctor is in. There is no object given. He said to me या to him, कुछ भी object नहीं दिया गया. So we have not changed said into told. It will remain same. He said. It can be in the present also. He says भी हो सकता है, he say भी हो सकता है, they say. तो आपने अगर ऑब्जेक्ट दिया है तो से को टेल में चेंज करना है, सेज है तो टेल्स हो जाएगा, विल से है तो विल टेल हो जाएगा, सेड है तो टोल्ड हो जाएगा. बट ओनली इफ द ऑब्जेक्ट इज गिवन. बी केयरफुल फॉर दिस. रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब सेड में टोल्ड चेंज होगा if we are given the object. Clear? Then come to the next example. He says to me, you are wise. He says to me, it should be changed into tells me. यहाँ correction कर लीजिए, it is written wrong. He tells me that I am wise. You second person changes with the object. Object हमारे पास me है, so we'll take the subject of me. Me से हम subject बनाएंगे because you is at the position of subject. So we'll change you into I. That's why we have used here I here. He tells me that I am wise. No change of tense here because the reporting verb is in present. Says here. Next, Ram will say to me, I am true. Ram will say to me, again it will be Ram will tell me, correction है यहाँ पर, Ram will tell me that he is true. Again I is first person, changes with the subject of the reporting verb. Subject हमारे पास Ram है, so it will change into he. And is true, I के साथ am, he के साथ is. That means no change of tense, only the subject verb agreement is there कि अगर हमारे पास according to the subject we are changing the verb, but no change of tense is there. Clear? Coming to the change of tenses, how we are going to change the tenses. The condition is same with us. When we discuss all these rules of the changes of the tenses, the condition is same with us, because when we have reporting verb in the past tense, only then all these changes will be done, because we need to have reporting verb in the past tense, only then will change. If it is in present or future, then no change of the tense will be there in the reported speech. So we have reporting verb in the past tense and reported speech in simple present. Once again, I'm putting stress on this thing that you need to know the tenses. You need to cram the tenses. If you still don't know, please revise the tenses and cram what is to be used in which tense, because it will help you in learning the rules of narration and voice. Otherwise, you will have difficulty in this. So the rules of the tenses and the verbs of the tenses must be crammed. Here you must understand that if the reporting verb is in past tense and reported speech is given to you in simple present, that means first form with S or ES or simple first form, this will change into simple past. That means first form will change into second form. If we are given reported speech in present continuous, that means is MR plus first form ing. This will change into past continuous. That means was, were plus first form ing. That means is MR changed into was, were. Main verb में change नहीं है. That will remain same. Then if we have present perfect tense in the reported speech, this is all about reported speech. There is no change in the reporting verb, that is in past. For all these changes, we have reporting verb in the past, and reported speech is in present perfect. That means has, have plus third form. It will change into past perfect. That means had plus third form. If the reported speech is in present perfect continuous, that means has have been plus first form ing. It will change into past perfect continuous, that means had been plus first form ing. So all these were about present tense. प्रेजेंट की जो भी फॉर्म आपके पास आती है रिपोर्टेड स्पीच में, दैट विल चेंज इनटू द सेम फॉर्म ऑफ द पास्ट. Indefinite, simple present indefinite changes into past indefinite, present continuous changes into past continuous, present perfect, past perfect, present perfect continuous change into past perfect continuous. That means present की जो फॉर्म आपके पास आई, आपने सेम फॉर्म पास्ट में उसको चेंज कर देना. Then coming to the second, that is simple past. If we have reported speech in the simple past, means already हमारे पास second form use करी हुई है, then we'll change it to past perfect. That means had plus third form. Past continuous is used in the reported speech, then it will change into past perfect continuous. That means was verb changes into had been, and the main verb will remain same. If there is past perfect in the reported speech, no change. If there is past perfect continuous in the reported speech, no change. This is about past tense. Coming to the future, if we have future form in the reported speech, that means will or shall. फ्यूचर की कोई भी फॉर्म आ जाए, इंडेफिनेट है तो विल शेल प्लस फर्स्ट फॉर्म, कॉन्टिन्यूस होगी तो विल शेल बी प्लस फर्स्ट फॉर्म ing, perfect है will shall have plus third form. If it is future perfect continuous, that means will shall have been plus first form ing. So what is common in all? We have will or shall in all. That will change into would. Will or shall will change into would. No other change of the main verb and any other helping verb is to be done. Only one word is to be changed in the future form, that is will or shall will change into would. Shall is not changed into should. Please note, shall को should नहीं करोगे. अगर shall है तो भी आप would ही करोगे, because should goes into models and it will change the meaning. So will not change shall into should. It will also change into would. Then coming to the models, can into could, may into might, must into had to. Must को had to, अगर must का आप must भी रहने दो, even then it is correct. So these were the changes about the tenses, and all these changes will be there if the reporting verb is in the past tense. Coming to the next change, that is the change of the adverbs, nearness of time and place. Here changes into there, now changes into then, this into that, these into those, today into that day, today into that, tonight into that night, last night or last week changes into the previous night or the previous week, yesterday, the previous day, tomorrow, the next day, next week, the following week, ago changes into before. So these are the changes relating to the adverbs of time and place. Let's see some examples. He had said to me, we play. He had said to me. Which tenses is? It is past perfect, had plus third form. So we have the condition that the reporting verb is in the past, then they will be changed in the reported speech. Tense of the reported speech will also change. So here it is past perfect. So how we are going to change? He had told me, said changes into told because we are given the object me here and we have removed to. He had told me, inverted commas removed because the sentence is simple. We have used the conjunction that here. We, first person plural subject is there. It will change with the subject of the reporting verb, that is he. So we'll take the plural form of he, that is they, क्योंकि हमारे पास subject plural में था तो हम यहाँ पे indirect form में भी subject plural में ही लेंगे. It will change into they, and play is the first form, changes into second form. That means present indefinite changed into past indefinite. Coming to the second sentence, he had said to me, we are playing. He had told me that they were playing. It is present continuous now. We are playing. Present continuous change into past continuous. Is MR changes into was were. He said to me, we have played. He told me that they had played. Present perfect change into past perfect. He said to me, we have been playing. He told me that they had been playing. Present perfect continuous. Change into past perfect continuous. Yes, with this, we have finished with the simple form. If anyone having any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, we have after this the question form.